Hi and welcome, guys. So the title we'll be interviewing today is Romeo from K1 Business Solutions. Romeo, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
Great
John.
stuff. So Romeo will be telling us his story, right? So accept, visualize, declare, do. Here we go. So Romeo, the first chapter, right? What kind of responsibility did you have to accept for starting K1 Small Business Solutions?
Yeah. Responsibility, is it family wise, business wise?
Yeah. From your side, what did you have to accept? Like it's not easy to start your own business. So what did you have to? Did you accept that, you know what, I'm going to make this succeed? I'm going to have to accept that, you know what, this might fail. I'm going to accept that I'm getting married in a few months or a year or two. That how's that going to impact me? What kind of acceptance? What did you have to accept first before you moved on?
Yeah. I had to accept the fact that I need to overcome my fear, because that was a dream that came on. This business was a dream that came on from the time I've done my auditing articles.
How long ago was that?
That was about I've done my articles 2004 to 2008.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's been 10 years back. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That time,
Uh-huh.
I already decided that one day I want to have my own accounting practice. And but over the years, I just felt I just needed a little bit of experience.
Mm-hmm.
I was out of practice for a while and then came back into practice
Mm-hmm.
with the sole vision that I want to start my own practice, and I want to be up to date with what's going on in practice. And the responsibility I had to accept, as I said, was to overcome my fear, because I was very afraid of this.
That's good. Yeah.
This was just one challenge for me to make that shift, and also family-wise. I have a little sister at that time that I was looking after, because our parents both died at the time, passed away. So I needed to decide whether I'm going to stay in my career, in a company, and earn a salary to sustain ourselves, or whether I'm going to take the risk and start my own business. And I was actually forced at the end of the day. Due to retrenchment. And after that, I started to look for work again. It was about 2 months. Then I decided, no, I register a company, and here we go. I'm starting my own practice, and I had to. The responsibility I had to accept was, now I need to work very hard because there's no salary.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, I need to earn my salary now.
There we go.
Yeah, and also you were mentioning something about marriage. I wanted to go get married at that time, but both my girlfriend, which is now my fiance, decided no, let's give this a chance. And she stood fully behind me.
That's great.
And I've been here now for 2 years.
Don't jump the gun, Romeo. It's pause it there, right? Because the next chapter deals on visualization, right? So it took you 10 years to build up the courage to start your company, right? But the visualization aspect, after you accept the responsibility that, you know what, this is something scary, I'm gonna have to do it. It might fail, but it doesn't stop me from having to do it. I'm going to do it anyway, right? So you accept that responsibility.
Yes.
Now, what did you see in your head? What was K1 Small Business Solutions in your head before you got here?
I always saw these 5 dots. Yeah. And I didn't understand why. I actually had a dream about this 5 dots. And I didn't understand what these 5 dots are about. Today it is in the logo of the company. And what I saw at that time was a small business company that's actually helping small businesses, and also helping the community, helping people who cannot afford to pay huge amounts of monies to accountants and auditors. But I just saw myself and my company in that sphere of helping these small guys, the startup companies, getting somewhere. And the 5 dots that I saw eventually became clear to me. That was the vision for the company. And I saw the business consulting side, I saw the accounting side, I saw the tech side, business systems, as well as training. Because those are all the needs I saw which are necessary in our communities when it comes to business people. And I also saw in the 5 dots, I saw 5 departments.
Yeah, that you just mentioned now, right?
With 5 directors.
Okay.
So I'm the only one now, but
Yeah.
another 4 needed to be added to this business.
Exactly. When I come back to you in 2 or 3 years, and then you'll tell me these are the directors.
Yes, I will. But I also saw 5 branches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what I saw, and in my imagination, I just had always this dream of having a very successful accounting practice where I will be able to employ people, but also service the clients in our communities, small business clients, and basically that was the vision for the company.
That's beautiful, right? You accept the responsibility, you visualize your company as it is today, you are more or less there. The next step though, the declaration step, right? So who did you declare to? Like, you decided, now I'm going to start this company. What happened there?
Yeah, it was very difficult because when I have to balance introvert and extrovert, I'm more than introvert, and I don't speak easily about my personal things to people.
Yeah.
And it was one of the biggest fears was were telling my ideas, especially to my family, especially to the people closest to me. What are they gonna think about this?
What are they gonna say? Yeah.
And the first person I told was my aunt, who took the role as my mother. When even before my mother passed away, my aunt was always closer to me, and I had to tell her about this. This time I was still staying with her, and I was helping them financially in the house with my contribution. And I had to tell her that I'm not looking for work now, I'm going to start my own business. And she was actually, to my surprise, very supportive about that.
That's amazing.
And then secondly, of course, was my girlfriend and my sister. I had to tell them about it, and then also my friends. I have a mentor in the accounting world. He was one of the first persons I told, and he was extremely excited about that. And up till today, he's assisting me. Not only assisting me now, but asking me for the questions on what am I doing in my practice. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Our final chapter, right? It's when you declare to someone, you make yourself accountable, right? So now you have to do what you say you're going to do. The final chapter is the do part, right? Which is the hardest part.
Yes.
Tell us briefly what you had to do to get to where you are today.
Yeah, first of all, I started with nothing.
Of course, yeah.
In no one. I didn't have any backup, there was no capital, there was no retrenchment payout to start with. I didn't have clients. But what I've done is, for a month, I went to a community in Kuilsriver called West Bank. I went to that community and worked closely with the organization. I've done training there, as well as a lot of business registrations. And I started to do tax for people and also bookkeeping. And for the first month or two, that was for absolutely free.
Pro bono.
And here and there, people will pay me a smaller amount for what I've done. So, and from there, the word of mouth marketing just spread.
Wow.
And first thing I had to do is get a really old computer to start with.
Of course.
And I had to, which is going to be my father-in-law now, I had to ask him for space in his small little office at his home.
Yeah.
And from there I started to do the books and of clients and their taxes. Approach them. I was the first year I was a lot on the road. I put about 20,000 kilometers on the car.
Wow.
Just driving around after people.
Yeah.
And I didn't have an office. I was renting a small little desk. And after a year, I managed to move into an office space and started to sort out things, get all the furniture, more equipment, and also after 5 months being in the new office, I started to employ people. So I'm not alone anymore. And that was basically the do part. Who am I accountable to? And that is, first of all, I just need to mention this, that part of overcoming my fear was the scripture I got in the Bible, in Zechariah, that says, "Do not despise small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices when the work begins." And I think first of all I'm accountable to the Lord for the vision He gave to me, and I feel that it's a purpose for my life and I need to fulfill it and live it out every day. Secondly, I'm accountable to my girlfriend, who's going to be my wife, because I need to bring in the salary at the end of the day.
Of course, of course.
And she is holding me accountable. Even sometimes it's frustrating me, but she will nag on something until I've done it. And every week I need to give a report to her about my clients and what I need to pay.
Yes.
In who I need to pay. And basically she is the person keeping me accountable.
Okay. That was a very inspiring story that you just told us there, Romeo, right? And it's not even made up, it's a true story, right? In closing, accept, visualize, declare, do. Do you think you can apply this only to your career, to your job, or do you think it can be applied to life as well?
Yes, for sure. I can, actually the first time I'm hearing this idea from you today, but of course you can apply it. I'm going to apply it in my life, even in my marriage and in all other spheres of life. I will definitely apply it. Yeah.
Great. We're looking forward to actually chatting to you in the next few years so you can get the other 4 directors here. Yes. that's going to be very exciting. And all the best with your wedding that's happening soon. You'll be a married man soon.
Yes, thank you very much.
Gratitude for allowing us into your space, and we look forward to your future success.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.